Hey guys, it's your boy Dino aka DLP here, and welcome back to another video to my channel. And guys, I know what you guys are thinking. You guys are thinking, Dino, what the fuck is this app? I'm gonna release a interesting video. It's another app. It is somewhat, I don't know. Okay, it's a app slash game that I do play. Basically, it's one of those interactive stories when you play this story and you're controlling the story. Basically, as the protagonist, you're actually making choices, and those choices actually kind of like, you know, builds the story towards what way you want it to go as, and the choices that you make will have certain consequences in the future of the story that you're playing. Surprising and funny enough, the name of the game is called Choices. So as you can see, that's the name. It's this game is done by Pixelberries. A few games that they have done in the past. Let's see, High School Story and Hollywood University. A very old game that they used to do was called Surviving High School. That's something I used to play a lot before I started YouTube. So basically, the choices, as you can see, there's so many stories right here that you can go through and then play. And obviously, these are all some really good games, I gotta tell you guys. So it started when this game came out. It started off with games. The very first games that came out were, where is it? So as you can see, The Freshman. This was like one of the first books to ever come out, along with the story right here, The Crown and the Flame. And what they do is every time you do a chapter, it takes out a key. And then every time you complete the chapter, you get a diamond, and you can use those diamonds to make special decisions. You can go through the story without making those special decisions, but like I said, certain choices will have certain consequences and certain rewards as well within the storyline. So yeah, there's just so many stories at the moment, guys, that you can play. If you guys haven't played it yet, I would. If you guys are interested in stuff like this, where you can actually, read stories and you can actually make your own choices that actually builds the storyline and has consequences along the storyline as well. But then, by all means, go ahead, guys. Like the books that are currently on airing right now, that are basically updates weekly, so you get new chapters every week. So that is the Royal Romance book 3. There's multiple books of the same story as well, so they're like sequels, if you get what I mean. America's Most Eligible and Red Carpet Diaries and The Veil Secrets. This is my first story so far. But yeah, they released a new book, because every time they finish a book, they will always release a new book, whether it's the sequel or whether it's an entirely new story. Now, let me just get rid of this. Let me just do this. Boom. Do not disturb. That's right. All right. So yeah, as you can tell, they released a new book called Desire and Decorum. I think that's how you say it. Desire and Decorum. Now I heard about this story coming out. I just didn't know what it was going to look like. And upon seeing this front picture, it's giving me vibes of the Royal Romance for some reason. I don't know if my subs do play this app. I don't know, because it's, we play so many apps, and we have, we don't talk about other things other than anime and stuff. But I do play various other games, and I thought I'll give this one a shot. If this doesn't go well, then I just won't do any more videos on it. It's up to you guys. So, Desire and Decorum, book 1. Yeah, it's giving me vibes of the Royal Romance for some reason, because of the whole, how the front page look like. Chapter 1 of 2. It's caught or to be courted when you learn you're the most eligible heiresses in England. Does true love await for you at the Grand Edgewater estate? Okay, fair enough. The problem I had there with this app in the early stages was that when the stories came out, most of the stories that came out were your protagonist was a female, and you couldn't really choose whether you wanted to be a male or female. And that was something that was it wasn't something that was bugging me, but it was kind of like, you know, I can imagine other players not being happy the fact that they stick with females as protagonists. But ever since then, they've been releasing a lot more stories where you can actually choose your gender. Like this one right here, America's Most Eligible. High School Story. A very good game. Perfect Match. You know, games like that actually give you the chance of whether you want to be male or female. One of my favorite ones was Endless Summer. Beautiful book, I gotta tell you. I think there's 3 or 4 books on it. But yeah, it's up to you guys whether you like this video. If you do like this video, just comment in the section below. If not, then I'll just see if I can just dust this out. This might be the only video I do on this app. But anyways, let's go ahead and play this chapter. I'm very interested to how this book is gonna be. It's an entirely new book, so we'll see how it is. Welcome to Desire and Decorum. Before your adventure can commence, you must choose a look befitting the English countryside. Yeah, you see, certain games make you stick to a female as a protagonist. But I've actually found that pretty interesting because, you know, I've never really played a game where I've actually chose myself as a female. The first time I've done that was in this app, and it was a different experience, a good different, of course. So tap the arrows and see the other options. So I have to choose a look apparently. The first one looks pretty decent. The first one looks decent. It's alright. Excellent choice. Now, how would you like to style your hair? Okay, I'll just get the default, I guess. Okay, yeah, I guess this one's alright. What I like about this app is that even though certain stories make you stay as a female, it's the storyline that makes this app so good. The storylines within this app. So, you know, you get various different stories that you can go ahead and check out, various different books you can check out, and their storylines are so damn good. Like Bloodbound is like a vampire story where a girl who joins the job ends up encountering the main guy of the company, and she comes as a assistant for him, and it turns out that guy who's the, you know, main guy of the company turns out to be a vampire, and she's human, and she, you know, the adventure begins as well with, you know, she gets caught into the vampire world and stuff. It's pretty good. I like it. Finish, what do you think? Are you ready to start your adventure? I guess so. Yeah, let's go. I don't know what to expect from this book, but brilliant. One final thing, what shall we call you? I might as well keep her as Clara. Why not? I'll keep her as Clara. And what's Clara's surname? It doesn't really matter. So, pleased to make your acquaintance. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. I had this sound shut down all this time. Pleased to make your acquaintance, Miss Mills. We are putting you in a starting outfit to begin, but that will change soon for now. Okay. Chapter 1, the journey ahead. Alright. Let's check this. The sound, it's like I can't do anything about the sound other than cutting it down. The year is 1816. Oh, the year is 1816. In your small country village of Gloucestershire, England. Wow. Okay, this is interesting, really, because I think this is the first story that I've encountered in this app that's taken it to such a very that's taken it in a very past year as being 1816, because all the current storylines are kind of like modern stories. This one seems to be very different though. 1816, that's okay, interesting. You're sprinting up a hill, the tall blades of grass hitting your knees, your arm fly out to the side, catching the wind the faster you run. Ah, it's so nice to escape for a moment. Clara, there you are. Who's that? You turn around and you see your best friend, Brad Dally. I don't know how to pronounce that, sorry. At the bottom of the hill, you smile and run down to greet her. I suppose I shouldn't be so surprised to find you here. You've always been a bit wild. Weird or wild? I don't know. I didn't read that word properly. I prefer free-spirited, but can you earnestly blame me? Look at all of these flowers. The two of you laugh as you set down on a path towards town. As you turn down the road, a horse suddenly gallops across your path. The rider looks back at you. Okay, what the fuck is this problem? Okay, fair enough. Can he believe the nerve of him? We are walking here. You're about to encounter your first choice. How do you respond? It's up to you. Boy! The rider was incredibly rude, at least pleasant looking. Boy, he didn't look exactly pleasant looking with the look he was giving us. Incredibly rude. Whatever his business, I'm sure he had enough time to stop and apologize. Perhaps if we remove the stick wedge between... Oh, wow. That's wow. She takes a moment to regain her composure. Damn. Well, I can't say much for this manners, but did he see how handsome he was? You shake your head and laugh as the two of you continue walking your hair. Bria, I don't know how do you pronounce that name. You know, come on, man. Sorry about this, guys. The mother calls out from far down the road. Clara, you best hurry home. It's your mother. Oh my god, what the heck? No, not mama. You take off sprinting down the road, kicking him as Briar hurries behind you. Oh, what the heck has happened to the protagonist's mother? You soon return to your cottage, hesitating outside the door. Briar takes your hand. I knew mama's illness was worsening, but this could be the... Oh, okay. Okay, what am I to do? Have faith, Clara. You're strong enough for this. I hope you're right. That's gonna be pretty hard for the protagonist, I guess. You enter your mother's room and fall to her bedside. Your brow is covered in sweat. Her voice is barely above a whisper. Clara, my sweet, I must talk to you before it's too late about your father. Oh boy, my father, but he died when I was born. No, he didn't. I have not been honest with you. He's still alive? You've been lying to your daughter? Okay. Must be a reason for it. In truth, your father is the Earl of Edgewater, the head of a large, powerful estate, just a day's journey from here. Oh, what? Why did he hide this from me? We were in love, but his father forbade our marriage. Ooh, okay, maybe it's because of the... I think because the guy's father was checking on the status, if you get what I mean. The family cast me aside before I discovered I was with child. Oh, I did not want you to endure the heartache as I had, and only been known as the bastard child of a L, so I hid the truth. Your mother grips your hand tight as she coughs violently. You rub her arm, waiting for it to pass. I made the best decision I could for you. Please forgive me. Mama. Okay, so this is where we can actually make our choices, as he saw with the guy who went across us galloping with the horse. Well, he wasn't galloping, but I think he was riding on the horse. But yeah, you can make decisions like this, and whatever decision you make, it depends. You know, your choices. Your choices lead to like different responses and different consequences in the future with certain storylines, like it is right now. You shouldn't have lied to me. There's nothing to... You know what? I shouldn't be too harsh on the mother, because she's in a lot. She could be in the last moments right now, so I shouldn't be too mad with her. So, yeah. You see, with stories like this, when you're playing interactive stories like this and you're making choices for yourself in the stories, sometimes you feel like you're actually in the story itself, which is why it's hard. It's hard to keep your composure. Like, there's certain endings that I've read in certain stories in this app. It just got me so damn emotional and weird. It was just like, damn it! Like, certain characters, when they for whatever reason they die or something like this, or in a state like this, it just kills me. I understand your reasons. You wanted me to have the best life possible. I wouldn't change a thing about our lives. I only wish we had more time. You kiss your mother's hands, warming them on your own. Your mother tucks a lock of hair behind you. I know, Clara, but you ease a poor woman's heart. Your mother takes a deep breath, struggling to find her next words. Oh crap. Okay. I wanted to tell you now because I've written your father. He's sending someone to take you to Edgware Estate in a week's time. What? He'll watch over you after I go. Wow. Nah, man. You can't do this. But why would he care now? Yeah, exactly. Wait. Okay, yeah. Okay, so obviously the guy's father, stopped these two from marrying. Okay. But if he hasn't really cared enough to come by to see, you know, the protagonist and the protagonist's mother all this time. You know, after giving a child, you know, making love to someone and giving a child to them, if he didn't care about as much as for them, you know, I know he's like a big thing there, so you know, responsibility comes first. But still, like, you know, if he didn't care about, you know, the woman he loved and the child that he's given to the woman, why is he caring about now? Obviously, it's because the woman must have said, "I'm gonna die. Please look after our daughter," and stuff. Maybe that's why he's doing it in spite of guilt, I guess. I don't know. But why would he care now after all this time? He never knew about you before. Okay, so he didn't know she was, you know, having a baby, I guess. But I know he'll give you everything I could not. Will he go for me? Yes, Mama, if that is your wish. Your mother smiles weakly at you, cupping your cheeks, or cupping your cheek in her hand. Her breathing slows as you notice her fading. Ah, nah. Be strong, my darling girl. Never forget who you are. As she takes her next labored breath, your mother begins gasping for air. Nah. It's okay, Mama. I'm here. You can't sleep now. Oh, no, don't do this. Come on, this is the first chapter. For crying out loud, and you're pulling stuff out like this. This is, you know, even though this is, you know, like I said, this is a perfect example. When you put yourself into these kind of, when you read these stories, it feels like that you're actually in the story, you're actually in the protagonist's shoe. So it gets emotional, trust me. You kiss your mother's cold hands as she closes her eyes for the final time. Wow. 1 week later. Wow, that's crazy. That was a crazy start. You and I'll call her that. Bria stand outside your cottage as a large carriage arrives. You hug Bria tightly. It's time, but how am I to survive at Edgewater without you? What if there was another way? I've spoken to my mum, and since there's always work to be had in great estates like Edgewater, I could be your lady's maid. Oh wow, okay. Bria, I could never ask that of you. Only if you are sure. Yeah, I can't ask that. It's, you know, it'll be just me being selfish, if you get what I mean. I could never ask that. And you're not. You know I've been looking for work lately. This could be a step up from Rovershare, and we'll still be together. I guess so. Besides, someone needs to watch your back. That's nice. That's nice. Good friend. A nice friend there. Very well together. Good, because I already said my goodbyes to my family, so I'm ready to follow you wherever. Suppose this is fair, seeing as your mom's looking after my house. Okay. You look back at the cottage, and Bria squeeze your hands reassuringly. Wherever Mama is, I'm certain she's smiling to see us still together. That's sad, man. Come on. Killing off someone in the first chapter like that, that's sad. I doubt she would have wanted it any other way. The carriage comes to a stop in front of your cottage, and a footman hops off the back. He bows courteously to you both. Mr. Woods! Okay, like, you know, the music is up, but it's kind of loud for me, but I'll keep it on for the rest of the video, guys. Miss Mills, I presume? I'm Mr. Arthur Woods, under butler and head footman at the Edgewater estate. A pleasure to meet you. Allow me to introduce my dear friend and now lady's maid, Miss Bria Daly. Bria offers her hand to Mr. Woods, grinning widely. He kisses it, locking eyes with her. It's enchanting. Is this how they spoke in 1813? Because it's a pretty long time ago. It's over, what, 200 years? Like, yeah, it's over 2 centuries ago. Like, if you're putting it to 2018 right now. 1813, that's 2 centuries ago. So, it's enchanting to meet you, miss. I can only hope all the men at Edgewater are as charming and fine as you, Mr. Woods. What I can say for certain, you are now the most alluring lady's maid. He knows how to sweet talk, my man. Mr. Woods blushes and finally pulls his gaze away from Bria. If it please you, the Dowager Countess of Edgewater has made arrangements at a dressmaker's shop along the way. When you're ready, we'll be off. You and Bria slide into a carriage as the horse pull away from your house. Okay. And arrive at a lavish shop not long after. You and Bria enter, noting the exquisite gowns, dresses, and hats surrounding you. Okay. I can hardly believe my eyes. I've never seen such marvelous clothes in my life, obviously, because of the whole status thing. She's lived in a cottage throughout her whole life. So for her to see stuff like this is entirely new for her. So yeah. But she's going to have a lot of problems when she gets to the court, though. Like, when she gets to the estate, she's going to have a lot of problems. She's going to have a lot of hate against her. I can just tell right now, guys, from the get-go, she's going to get a lot of hate. Because, you know, how things were all treated. You know, if people are looking at status, you know, you can see where this is going. And I still cannot believe you're an eldest daughter. You need an outfit befitting of such a wealthy and powerful family. You do realize I'm still the same person I was a week ago, yes? That doesn't mean you can't wear something worthy of the title. Briar flits around the shop, returning soon with several dresses. Are these all for me? Well, they are not for me. Go ahead and try them on. It's time to choose your first outfit. Various look throughout Desire and Decorum will allow you to unlock exclusive scenes. So obviously, if you can remember about the diamonds that I was talking about, where you get a diamond every time you finish a chapter. If you save those diamonds, you can actually make exclusive choices using those diamonds depending on how much they cost on each chapter. And you can actually buy certain dresses with those diamonds as well, and they unlock exclusive scenes and improves other things depending on what story they are. In this case, it improves your social standing and impress love interests. Yes, there are love interests in these story, guys, and you guys can go either for male or female. I don't know. You know, I don't know what you guys prefer. So it's, you know, it's up to your choice. It's up to you guys. So apparently I can choose this, which is 20 diamonds, but I don't have any. Like, I've got 3. Sheer elegance. Keep an air of mystery about you when you wear this outfit. Okay. Oh, that simple yet refined. This looks nice. That looks nice. Okay, so I'll just choose that. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow, yeah, they're making you spend your diamonds straight away, guys. Oh, crap. No. I only use, you know, diamonds in specific stories that I really enjoy. Like, for example, Bloodbound. Those are the story I really enjoyed. What else can I do? Oh, okay. Hat like that. Okay. You know what? I like to put something... Okay. That looks cool, I guess. I like it. Fantastic edgeware awaits. Okay. They've unlocked a closet. You can change outfit, hats, and hairstyle by tapping the closet button at the bottom right. So it's this button right there, guys, with the hanger. You can just change your outfits anytime, guys. I'm ready for my arrival at Edgewater. Let's away. There's not a moment to waste. Soon you're back on the road, watching the countryside blur past your window. A few hours later, Mr. Wood calls up from the front. Miss Rose, Miss Daly, we are pulling on into the drive now. The carriage comes to a stop and Mr. Wood opens the door. You step out, taking the estate. Not bad, the estate looks pretty cool. Your father owns all of this? My word, this estate could fit my home dead so well. It's absolutely breathtaking. Alright. I've never seen a place more gorgeous than this. A groom rushes forward to take care of his horses. He smiles warmly at you and Briar. Groom, welcome to Edgewater, miss. We've been waiting. We've been looking forward to your arrival. We've, okay. Thank you, sir. I'm glad to be here as well. I don't know if this sounds too loud, guys, but let me cut it for a bit, just so that you guys can hear me. I hope it's not too out of place. But I wish you the best day and hope I'll see more of you. He bows curtly and escorts the horses back to the stables while Briar mutters to you. Whoever he is, I do believe he's taking a fancy to you already. Are all men as fine as him is? I don't know whether she said that. Briar, do you think of nothing but romance? I concur. He was quite agreeable. Okay, he had a nice first impression, I guess, but, you know, I don't want to, you know, judge anything yet. Yes, there are also bulls and horses and new dresses and this grand estate is absolutely unbelievable. Oh, there you go, the hate. I said, guys, I told you guys, the hate is going to start as soon as she sets foot on the estate. Because who she is and where she's from. She's going to get that hate straight from the bat. And you can see from the noblewoman right there. She's got that I am such a bee face, if you get what I mean. If I were you, I wouldn't come accustomed to it. You spin around and notice a noble woman glaring at you. I beg your pardon. Regardless of my dear husband's she's the wife of... Okay, so the father of the protagonist, that's the wife of him. So, in a way, this is the protagonist's stepmother? Is that what you call it? A stepmother? Yeah, stepmother. I think it is. So this is the protagonist's stepmother. Regardless of my dear husband's intentions, you're his bastard Oh! Oh my! Yo, she is ruthless! Okay, I know that's what the term bastard means, but still! Yo, she doesn't hesitate to, you know, go ruthless on you. That's quite enough, Countess Henrietta. Clara's a guest of this house, and I don't believe the Earl will appreciate her being treated any less. Treat her less? Henrietta, okay. I'm simply reminding Clara to know her place as the natural daughter she is. Do you think all estates come with wicked stepmothers like this? Yeah! Wow, damn, she's a stepmother, for sure. Or are we fortunate enough to find the only one that did? You stifle a laugh as Countess Henrietta sneers at you and Briard then turns on her heels towards the house. So sorry, Countess Henrietta insisted upon greeting you, but then I suppose it's her right as the lady of the house. I'm glad I'm not her lady's maid. I think I should go completely. You must be Clara's lady maid. Why don't you settle her luggage in her room? I should like to speak to Clara in private. Briard courtesies, I guess, to you both and disappears into the house with your bags. The older woman turns her gaze toward you, eyeing you carefully. Yes, I do see my son in you. Oh, it's her daughter after all. Miraculous, isn't it? Your son, so you are... Dominique, the Dowager Countess of Edgewater, and you're... it's her grandmother, okay. Sorry about that. Turn for me, Clara. I need to see what we are starting with. Your grandmother twirls her fingers waiting for you to comply. They're coming up with a choice that can affect his social standings. Showcase your manners and you're more likely to raise in high society. You want me to turn? Alright, if you insist. You slowly turn in place, looking pensively at the Dowager's countess. Like this? Precisely, it's good to see you can take direction well. Your grandmother nods to herself and continues to observe you fully. Good figure, strong facial features, demure personality. Perhaps we can make a lady out of you. Perhaps we make a lady out of you yet. I don't know. Thank you, I think. You're quite welcome. As soon as your mother wrote my son, I skipped it, sorry. Daughter. But if you have any of my son in you, you'll be an accomplished lady and a great jewel of Edgewater in no time. Okay. I'm honored that you think of me that way, Lady Grandmother. I will not... Lady Grandmother. What? I'll try not to let you down. As the two of you head towards the door, it suddenly flies open and a familiar brooding nobleman walks out briskly, coming to a full stop directly in front of you. It's this man! I remember you. It's this man who gave us that unpleasant look, didn't he? And yet I cannot say the same of you. Oh, has nearly running over a young woman become so commonplace? I think our previous encounter would have left quite the impression. You're certainly quick to judge. So you make it so easy with your warm personality. It's apparent you're the picture of a perfect gentleman. Oh, come on, man. Your grandmother looks between you and the nobleman, her eyes lit up with amusement. At long last, I've been anticipating this meeting for a while now. Clara, allow me to introduce Mr. Ernest Sinclair, master of the nearby Ledford Park. And Mr. Sinclair, may I present Miss Clara Mills, my granddaughter. Ah yes, you must be Earls of Edgewater's natural daughter. He mentioned you would be arriving soon. At long last, I can put a name in the face that nearly trampled me in Gloucestershire. Mr. Sinclair looked puzzled, thinking back after a moment in sight. Ah, he remembers now. Recognition. Oh, I do remember you from when I rode through the village. That certainly took you long enough to recall. I see how memorable you found the occasion. The two of you are acquainted? Only in passing, but the encounter remains in my mind something. How could I forget such a nasty and ill-mannered meeting? Did he ever pause and take into consideration that I had pressing matters to attend to, miss? So pressing that you could not afford 1 minute to apologize? My dear, don't tease Mr. Sinclair so much. He's one of the most eligible bachelors around. Bachelors, eh? Bachelors basically means the guy's not married yet. Your grandmother drops her voice so you can only hear. And one of the wealthiest landowners around as well. Okay. He turned back towards Mr. Sinclair, staring at the two of you with one eyebrow raised. No wife, sir? I must admit, I'm surprised that a man of your fortune is unwed. But I suppose even wealth and position has its limits. Perhaps your fortune will change shortly. Yeah, I suppose wealth and, you know, status has their limits. Without proper sense of charm and decorum, I'd imagine any woman would be unwilling to enter into marriage. You would mark my character as such? Heavens, no, I have only known you for a short while now. I'm only attempting to shed some light on the situation. I should think your thoughts would create quite the test for any young lady labelled as your wife. Oh, yo, that triggered him. Mr. Sinclair's gaze remains fixed on you. You stare back, challenging him while your grandmother smiles mischievously next to you. My dear girl, I realise you haven't seen the gardens yet. In fact, Mr. Sinclair's grandmother helped me design them years ago. Truly? They look magnificent from here, even. I can only imagine what they look like closer. I'm sure the Dowager Countess could tell you more often, but there's an array of flowers and statues next to the Edgewater Lake. My grandmother always said that the best time to stroll through them was a crisp spring day, much like today, in fact. Why don't you show Miss Wills the garden yourself, Mr. Sinclair? With your strong connection to the garden, you would be the perfect guide. Me, but it's not my property. Oh, is that all? I thought you were afraid to know me further, sir. Yo, the protagonist seems to be talking really well as well. Nonsense! You and I, what I mean is, it'll be my honor, miss. Would you accompany me in turn about the gardens? Tutorial. Throughout Design Decorum, you'll be encountered diamond choices. There you go. These let you experience exclusive scenes, special outfits, and boost certain relationships. I don't have the diamonds, so I have to retire to the house. It's a generous offer, but I must decline. Oh. But where before, Clara? I'm feeling a bit weary after the long journey, that's all, and I would like to meet my father as soon as possible. Ah. Very well. Good day to you, Dowager Countess Edgewater, Miss Mills. Mr. Sinclair bows to you and your grandmother, then turns on the seals down the drive, each catching glancing over his shoulder at you. He shakes his head and continues his walk. Your grandmother taps your shoulder, ushering you inside the house. Come along, my dear, let us not waste a day. Alright. Mr. Wood opens the front door for you and the Dowager Countess. I hope the father's not like a dick, you know, if you get what I mean. As you enter into the mansion, your eyes sweep across the foyer's interior. Is that what it said? To your left, the open door leads to a large sitting room. Through the doors ahead, you can barely make out various parlors and dining rooms. Just then, a young woman turns to the corner from the drawing room and bumps into you. Oh, a noble woman. You reach down to pick up the noble woman's dropped fan. I believe this belongs to you. I beg 1,000 pardons, miss. I really should be careful. I should be more careful where I go. But quite all right. No harm done. Her hand lingers against yours for a moment as she takes the fan from you, then shakes herself out of her daze. Okay. Oh heavens! It's so late. I'm afraid I can't stay to chat. My parents are awaiting my return. I understand. We'll see you tomorrow then. Of course. Good day, Dowager Countess, Miss. Like, my tongue's just rolling like so much, like because of the long ass names they have to give. Mr. Woods opens the door for the noblewoman. She takes one last peek at you and smiles warmly before she leaves. Yes, where we were? Your grandmother motions to the staircase immediately up ahead. It leads up to a balcony overlooking the foyer you are standing in. Your father's study is just up the stairs and on your left. He's waiting for you. Ah, okay. You want me to go in there alone? You, my dear, are the daughter of an Earl. You can take care of yourself. Don't ever forget that. Besides, I'm an old woman and it's tea time. Woods, please ring Mrs. Finley and inform her. Yes, my lady. Your grandmother heads into the adjoining sitting room, Mr. Woods trailing after her. You glance at the grand staircase in front of you. Up there and to the left. You climb the stairs and head down the hallway, stopping outside the door. You take a deep breath and knock 3 times. Knock, knock, knock. Okay, come in. That must be my father. I do hope he approves of me. You open the door and step inside the Earl's study. Oh, come on, they just stop it there when she goes to encounter the father, really? Next time on Design and Decorum, the Earl of Edgewater awaits. Will he embrace you as a daughter, or will your low birth come between you? I really do think it's the second one. The low birth is gonna come. It's gonna come and give them some tension, I think. Wow. Okay. I don't know what to say. It's okay. It's an okay chapter. It's an okay first chapter. You know, I've got no opinions on it yet. It's only the first chapter of the new book that was released today. It was released today, guys. So it's the first chapter of that. So yeah. On that note, I'll end the video right here, guys. Like I said, it's even though the front cover gave me vibes of the Royal Romance, it's definitely an entirely different storyline to what Royal Romance is. Other than the fact that the protagonist goes to a big ass estate and, you know, tries to fit in there. But it's interesting, definitely. It's how basically how the owner of the estate loved a woman, gives her a child, and then had to leave because the father didn't approve of the marriage. And obviously, you know, the protagonist, who's the daughter of the estate, of the owner of the estate, you know, having the low life that she had all her life, and that's definitely gonna give some friction, like it did with Lady Henrietta or something, how she was giving that tension. It's definitely going to be like that with other people she encounters in this game, or the protagonist, or whoever that I'm going to encounter in this game. So yeah, I'll end the video right here, guys. I know this is a different video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, though. You know, me reading stories like this from the app choices. That's what the name of this app is. So if you guys want to go ahead and check that out, go ahead and do it. It's entirely up to you guys. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy this video, then smash the like button, comment and share, all those good things. To see more content on me doing more choices like this. If you guys like it. If you guys don't like it and it's something that I'm deviating out of from what I normally do, then that's fine. I'll stop it here as the one video, like I did with other games. If you guys are new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button and join the DRP guild today, so you won't miss a single video from my channel, guys. Whether it's gaming videos, reaction videos, or whether it's live streams. So as always, guys, this is your boy Dino signing out, and have a nice day. Stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. So until then, peace.